Hey there, Big Brother fans. We have an update for you. Guess who won Power of Veto? And yes, they do plan to use it this week. So we've got a quick update for you on Friday night's Power of Veto comp, who won it, and the chatter in the house over the weekend that has the veto set to be used on Monday afternoon's veto meeting in the BB25 house. Hey, if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates. So the veto comp on Friday was OTEV, and of course we all love the slip and slide competition as the house guests scramble to find the correct answer and make it back up the rope before their spot is taken. Playing in the Power of Veto comp Friday was, of course, HOH Bowie Jane, nominees Felicia and Cirie, and then we had Jag, America, and Matt with Zingbot hosting. So it seems Felicia got her wish and she'll get to meet and get zinged by the bot. In the end, it was Jag that won the Power of Veto, which is great for everyone in the house, except for Cameron. Bowie Jane's head of household reign has been riddled with people trying to hijack it and tell her what to do. We saw this on the Sunday episode, and it has continued in the live feeds. At first, she was holding steady and refusing all attempts to talk her into backdooring Cameron. In fact, Bowie turned to Cam early on in her HOH to ask him who she should nominate and what she should do this week. And Bowie initially nominated Cirie and Felicia, with her stated target as Cirie because of all her deep relationships within the game. And to be honest, for Bowie, knocking the Survivor alum and traitor champ out of Big Brother would be a power move. Cirie's ability to work people and win things is impressive. But the house spent all weekend chipping away at Bowie Jane's resolve, and now it looks like they've convinced her that the back door is the way to go to take out the biggest threat in the game right now. And all of this is despite Cameron and Bowie going into the weekend with this kind of low-key final two deal. However, once Cam saw things turning, he sidled up to Blue over the weekend and cut a final two deal with her. So in the end, to help convince Bowie to renom Cameron, Jag and Matt promised the HOH they will protect her for the next week or two. I think it's at least 1 week, but maybe 2 weeks of protection. The house was fully aligned with the exception of Blue, who's in the dark, and Cameron, who's the target. And that was where things ended on Saturday night. Of note, Cirie volunteered to stay on the block if Jag wants to use the veto on Felicia to give her a break from packing her stuff. Plus, Cirie said she would like to have a chance to speak at the live episode on Thursday night. So then on Sunday, Cameron could kind of smell that something was off in the BB25 house. He had been pushing on Bowie to backdoor Corey if Jag used the veto, and then Cam has been spending time trying to lock down Blue and trying to flirt with America at every chance while dissing Corey. He was just a mess this weekend with a lot of bad behavior, kind of sealing his fate. Cameron was all over the place on Sunday, even suggesting to Jag that if he used the veto, then Bowie could put up Blue as a pawn. The girl he just made an F2 deal with, but he said, she wouldn't get voted out. One of the original nominees, whoever was left, could go to jury. So of note, the HOH crew of Bowie, Matt, and Jag told Blue that Cameron suggested her as a renom. They absolutely spilled the tea on him. And then later, Bowie had to deal with Cameron pressuring her directly. He's telling her to backdoor Corey, and she says no. And then Cam told Bowie that he's the one who kept her safe for 2 months in this game. She did not like what he said and said that she wasn't in danger because no one was coming after her. She's not wrong. I mean, she's not a strong competitor particularly, and she's extremely personable. She has a social game, even though she wasn't in deep with any of the alliances. I think she was just largely seen as a very pleasant floater. So later, Cameron turned to pressuring Jag to not use his power of veto at all. Up until 2:30 this morning, Cam was still flailing around trying to get the veto to go unused. But if you recall, Jag was nominated and voted out on Cameron's HOH. So it was only Matt's power that saved him and left Jag in the game. So no, he has no sympathy for Cam at this point. All right, that's everything you need to know. That's got you completely current on everything that has happened since Thursday's live episode. We are now waiting for the veto meeting, which seems a lock for Jag to use the veto. He promised Felicia that he will take her off the block, and Cirie made it easy for him, which he thanked her for, so that there wasn't any back and forth debate. Bowie Jane is going to backdoor Cameron, who may throw a fit. His behavior has been just kind of aggressive and suspicious, and I mean, he senses his game is coming to an end. I think we all might be acting out if we were in that spot. But we're just going to have to wait and see. He's been arguing with everyone over the weekend, so I expect we might get one of two reactions, either extreme outrage and a tantrum, or stone cold silence and glares, because he's big on the silent treatment too. We'll just have to see, and we will definitely drop you another video later today once the veto meeting happens. Hey, if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe, and if you enjoyed this update, click us a like, drop your comments too, and we'll be back soon with more Big Brother updates. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.